I already forgot the intro. Welcome, everybody, to Week 3 of the 2026 season for Nick's Amiibo League. 2 weeks have already gone by, and now it is time for Week 3 of the 2026 season. This is Week 3 out of 17. And, as advertised, we're going to be starting with the first match between Mario, who is 1-1, and Peach, who is also 1-1. So we have two 1-1 fighters going at it. Let's do it. This is my first time trying out a new setup, by the way. I've got my microphone attached to a steel rod, which is attached to my desk. So hopefully I won't have to worry about it getting in my way anymore when I'm trying to type. Go ahead and write the next. Uh-oh. 260.9. And Peach goes 2-1. All right. Peach is now 2-1. Mario is 1-2. Wow, a big victory for Peach. And a crushing loss for Mario. All right. Let me just go ahead and write the results down here. Stamina battle. Let's go ahead and put in the next two fighters. Wow, we had a very quick match to start off the week. Next up, we have sorry, I just dropped something. Luigi, who is 1-1, taking on our first undefeated fighter, Yoshi. So we have Luigi, who is 1-1, and Yoshi, who is 2-0. He still has not lost a match, but he has a very low differential, because both of his wins were narrow victories. Record. Personally, I'm rooting for Luigi to win this one, just because I really love Luigi, and also because Yoshi is undefeated. But it doesn't look like... Oh my god, what was that from Yoshi? So, how's everybody doing tonight? I know there's nobody at the stream right now. Oh man, this match just got a lot closer. Who's gonna take it? Come on. It's been going on long enough. And I just realized I never set it to record, so now it's recording. So we completely missed the first match, which, by the way, was a technical win by Peach. And you can see the final score flashing across the screen right now. Who's going to take this? $49.7 for Luigi. And Yoshi is no longer undefeated. Both fighters are 2-1. Luigi hands Yoshi his first loss. Sorry, I'm typing the scores down on the sheet. That's why there's a little bit of a break in between matches. And, all right, there we go. Now let's get the next two fighters ready. Donkey Kong, who is 1-1, taking on Ness, who is still winless. He is currently 0-2. All right, let's get started. So Donkey Kong is currently 1-1 after having quite a triumphant start to the season. Well, still, we're technically at the beginning of the season. It's only week 3. So we're not even 20% of the way through the regular season. Can't wait till June, though. Or July. I can't wait till July, because July will be the last few weeks of the season. And we'll also be celebrating the 4th of July, which is really big this year because it's the 250th anniversary of the country. So yeah, there's a lot of big events happening. The 4th of July is a much bigger deal this year than it has been in the last few years. The last big anniversary that we had was the bicentennial, which was 50 years ago, 1976. Let me know in the audience if there's any problems with the audio. This is interesting. It's getting very close. Ness gets his first win.
Ness wins.
$32.9 was the final score. Let's go ahead and write that down. And now both fighters are 1-2. Donkey Kong, after winning his first match, has lost 2 straight. And Ness, after losing 2 straight, has finally got his first. Ness is now 1-2. All right, let's get the next match ready.
Domino battle.
And I just realized I never changed my channel logo to that. The reason why I decided to change it to blue is to represent my school spirit, but also because it's Autism Awareness Month. That's why. That's why I changed it to a blue background. All right, next up we have at 2-0, Bowser taking on at 1-1, Pikachu.
Pikachu. 3, 2, 1, go!
Looks like we're going to have two undefeated fighters go at it next. Oh, forgot to put a name down. There we go. That was embarrassing, but it was a quick fix. We got two undefeated fighters going at it in the next match. But for right now, let's just enjoy this match that we got going. We have Bowser, who is also undefeated, taking on Pikachu, who is 1-1. Will we have our first fighter go 3-0, or will both fighters be going 2-1? We already have 3 fighters in here that have gone 2-1. Will Bowser be the next one? Looks like it. As Pikachu's got a massive lead over him. Pikachu absolutely putting on a clinic. It's a good thing Tyler isn't here to see this. Oh my god, he's got like 50 unanswered points. Damn! 195.6 for Pikachu.
Pikachu wins!
All right, so Pikachu took that 195.6. Let me just go ahead and add that to the standings table. So we have another undefeated fighter who suffers his first loss. And because of the magnitude of that loss, it's going to cause a huge hit. It's going to make a huge hit on his differential. Or differential. Did I say deferential? Yeah. All right. That's another one. Also, my very good friend C9 Cage, he is also streaming right now, which I think is probably why I don't have as many people here. Whatever. There'll be people coming. I bet there will be. On last night's stream, we had a grand total of 5 viewers. But that's okay. All right, let's get the next 2 fighters ready. We've got 2 undefeated fighters, Meta Knight taking on Link. And at the end of this one, we're going to have our first fighter go 3-0, while we have another one fall to 2-1. Who is it going to be? Oh, it's Kirby, who is 0-2. Link seems to have a pretty big lead right now, ahead by almost 80 points. Now Link's got an even bigger lead now. Meta Knight is down below 99. Or down below 100. He had 99.9 there for a second. Link falls under 200. $175.9 for Link. And Link will be the first fighter tonight to go 3-0. While Meta Knight suffers his first loss. And with that, we have your official Western Conference standings. You thought the standings were going to be shook up in week 2? Well, they're even more shook up this week. I'm getting tired already. God damn. And we're not even halfway. Actually, no, we are halfway through the Western Conference, but we're not even halfway through the night here. Next up, we have Rosalina, who is currently 2-0. We have an undefeated fighter taking on a winless fighter. Rosalina is taking on Kirby.
Go!
And next match, it's going to be the same thing. Winless versus undefeated. So Rosalina is currently undefeated at 2-0. She is one of only 3 remaining undefeated fighters in the Western Conference. Everybody else, except Link and WarioWare, who hasn't fought yet, has lost their first match. Can Rosalina do it? Can she go 3-0? And also, Kirby is one of only 5 fighters in the Western Conference who have not won a match yet. Which is odd because Kirby, well, both these guys are fan favorites. Hey, that cloud there looks like Martha's Vineyard. In fact, both those clouds do. Who's gonna take it? Both at under 200. About the halfway point here. There goes the Luma. Rosalina is all on her own. Everybody was expecting Kirby to appear in the Super Mario movie because Fox was. People were expecting Kirby to appear just because Star Fox was in it, and I believe, yeah. Actually, no, I'm not going to spoil it, but Star Fox was in the movie, and the reason why I think they were both in the movies was because Star Fox was created by the same company that created Mario. It was created by the same guy. His name is Shigeru Miyamoto. Just like Kirby was created by the same guy who created Smash Brothers. So you'd think that would technically give Kirby a home field advantage, considering he is the son of Sakurai. Oh. weird. I always thought that, because I watched Game Theory, I always thought Pauline was Mario and Luigi's mother. I was very surprised when I played Mario Odyssey for the first time, and I saw just how how interested Mario and Pauline were in each other. So, if Game Theory is correct, then that would just be straight up incest. Kirby takes it 46.3. And Kirby gets his first win, and Rosalina suffers her first loss. Another undefeated fighter gone. That leaves only 2 undefeated fighters remaining, including one of them who was not fought yet. We got a little bit of an upset here, guys. We have so many fighters who are 2-1 or 0-2. Or 2-1 or 1-2. That's what I meant to say. All right. Next up, let me go ahead and next is, we're getting down to the last few matches here in the Western Conference. This next one is going to be between WarioWare, who is 2-0, taking on Samus, who is 0-2. And WarioWare was in first place in his division. Now he is in second. Samus is in last in the Southwest division. Oh, I know this song. It's from Kirby Air Ride. But what track is this? No, this is Celestial Valley. That's what it is. Celestial Valley. Let me go ahead and write the next 2 down. Fox versus... So we have the exact same situation as last time, where we have a winless fighter taking on an undefeated fighter. Next week should be very interesting, at least in the Western Conference, because next week the fighters will only be taking on the other fighters in their division. It will only be divisional fights, which should be very, very interesting. But that's only in the Western Conference. Again, I used a different software to come up with the tables for the Eastern Conference, because I built those 2 tables almost 3 years apart. Actually, no, that's wrong. About 2 years apart. Yeah. Who's gonna take this one? WarioWare 203.5 goes 3-0. And Samus falls to 0-3. WarioWare is riding high after winning the Amiibo March Madness earlier this year. And that gives WarioWare the new highest differential in the league, but that is due to change. Because the guys in the Eastern Conference haven't fought yet, and they won't be fighting for a little while. All right, let's go ahead and write down the next two.
Stamina battle.
Next up, we have Fox, also known as Ring Ding 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 Ring Ding Ding Ding, taking on Zelda, also known as Enchanted. Fox is 1-1 and Zelda is 0-2. So we've got 3 winless fighters fighting in the last 2 matches. Let's see if any of them can get their first wins. Fox, meanwhile, is currently 1-1. And if he wins this, he will take first place in the Southwest Division. But if he loses this, I'm pretty sure he will fall down to second. Versus... Oh, obviously. Oh god, I am sloppy with my tightness. And both of the last 2 fighters are 0-2. As well as Zelda. Flyers have scored 3 goals in what seems like less than 10 minutes. Now the Flyers are up 3-1. Sorry, I've got the hockey game going on down in the corner. Fox takes it 133.6.
Mission complete.
And Fox goes 2-1, giving him sole possession of first place. And unfortunately for Zelda, that means she is the first fighter to go, or actually the second fighter to go 0-3. Oh. All right. let's go ahead and put the score down here. Put it down here. Okay. All right. Now we're off to the final match of the Western Conference for Week 3. Oopsie. I almost dropped the controller. Let's go ahead and get ready for the final Western Conference match for Week 3. My God, this is going by fast. It's a good thing we're only halfway through here. Dr. Mario versus Bowser Jr. And both of these fighters are winless, so one of them will be winning their first battle tonight, while the other one falls to 0-3.
3, 2, 1, go!
Who's first in the East?
Watch the flow of my movements as I demonstrate. While exhaling, bend forward and touch your toes with both hands.
Okay.
Now, return to your original
Falco
position.
was... So it's going to be the same thing again to start off the Eastern Conference. Two winless fighters going at it.
Watch the flow of my movements as I demonstrate.
So I'm looking at the standings right here, and unless someone gets a really high score in this fight, whoever wins this will remain in third place.
Now return to your original position.
Meanwhile, Samus has easily the worst differential in the Western Conference. So either way, the Southwest Division will still remain the worst division in the whole league at the end of this week, because there will be 3 winless fighters. 3! And all 3 of the Western... All 3 of the winless fighters will be in the Southwest Division. Meanwhile, there are only 2 fighters in the Western Conference who are undefeated, and they're both in the Midwest.
Now return to your original position.
Watch the flow of my movements as I demonstrate.
So I think I already know who's going to get the bottom seed when it comes playoff time, if it's not one of the wild cards. In fact, it probably won't be a wild card. Once we get to the playoffs, all the fighters who made it will be seeded 1 through 8. That's when there will finally be cross-conference play, which basically means that the fighters in each conference will finally get to face fighters from the other conference. Unless they don't. Which is very rare, but hey, it could happen.
Feel the stretch in your side.
Who's going to take this one? Whoever wins this is going to get their first win of the season. Whoever loses is going to remain winless.
Now return to your original position.
There are already 3 fighters in the Western, or 2 fighters, sorry, who have gone 0-3 in the Western Conference. Who will be the third one? It's going to be Bowser Jr. Dr. Mario wins it, 116.9. And Dr. Mario. The doc is in. Finally on the board. Dr. Mario is now 1-2. He has 116.9. And Bowser Jr. is Bowser Jr. is 0-3. Not a very good start for him at all. But hey, because we're still quite early in the season, there's plenty of room for improvement. If he's still undefeated by like week 9 or 10, then there will be a problem. There will definitely be a problem if he's still winless by like week 9 or 10. Because once we approach week 9, we will be past the halfway point. Once we approach week 10, we will be past the halfway point for the regular season. I haven't decided yet if there's going to be all-star games this year. I know I did that back in 2022, but I'm not sure what if I would do anything for that this time around. Because there are 17 weeks, which is an odd number of weeks. Well, then again, there was an odd number of weeks in the last season, too. So yeah, that is all of your Western Conference battles for Week 3. I am going to go ahead and put the results down here. Dr. Mario defeats Bowser Jr. Okay, so I can't believe it, guys. At the end of all of those battles, there are only 2 remaining undefeated fighters in the Western Conference, and there are still 3 fighters who have not won a match yet. Alright, so that's going to do it for the Western Conference. I am going to take a quick break, and then when I get back, we will start the Eastern Conference. I'll be right back, everyone. Alright, we are back, and now it is time for the Eastern Conference battles. First up, we have two winless fighters going at it. Marth taking on Falco. And I'm pretty sure these guys are both in last place in each of their respective divisions. Nope, Marth is in second to last in the Southwest, but Falco is last in the Northeast.
3, 2, 1, go!
The Mideast. I should name that to the Mid-Atlantic. Maybe because Mid-East sounds kind of weird coming off the tongue. Not the same as Midwest. I don't think there's such a term as Mid-East. Yeah, we have the Mideast. Let me go ahead and write down the next 2 fighters. Whoever's next. be Lucas and Also, just as a reminder, once we get down to the final few matches, I'm gonna have to erase. Why is Tyler game chatting me? He knows I'm streaming right now. But yeah, once we get down to the last few matches, I'm gonna have to start erasing the first few match results off the marquee. And we got a pretty slow one to start off the first round here. Oh, and another thing. Even though Tyler asked me to game chat with him, I cannot let him join voice chat just yet because there's only a few people that I allow to join the voice call on my streams, and this goes for Slicknick Gaming as well. Unless you have very special permission or you are a mod. If you are playing a game with me or if you are a mod, those are the only other ways you can get in the voice chat. Other than that, I don't usually allow it. Who's going to take this one? Looks like Martha's got a big lead. Both these fighters are currently winless. They're just hopping around. Falco lands a couple big hits on him. He's going to keep the hits coming. Martha's had multiple chances to end this match, but he keeps missing. Falco pulls him into a grab. Lands 5 hits on him. Falco. Oh my god. Is Falco gonna come all the way back? Who's going to take it? This is very close now. Is Marth going to choke this one away? No, he's not. 14.2.
I cannot afford to lose.
Not a good result, but still. Winning's winning, whether it's by an inch or by a mile. And Marth takes home his first win. And Falco is now 0-3. But this time, he didn't take nearly as much of a beating. This time, it wasn't nearly as bad as his first two losses. It's 14.2, which isn't too big of a hit on his differential. Now, let me just write down the results. Right. And I'm actually going to go on intermission very quick because I want to see if Tyler's still trying to call me. Okay, just had to check very quick. He did not... he must have hung up immediately after. But that's okay. As long as he knows... I just hope he knows that I'm streaming and that he's not, like, doing this, you know, to be stupid. Because people tend to do that. Like, if you don't know I'm streaming, that's one thing. But if you keep voice chatting me even though you know that I'm streaming, that's just straight up stupidity. That is not going to be tolerated here. Anyways, rant over. Next up we have Lucas. Taking on Olimar. Lucas is currently 2-0. Olimar is 1-1. If Olimar wins this, both fighters will be 2-1. But if Lucas wins, he will be the first fighter to go 3-0 in the Eastern Conference, only making him the third one overall. The other two undefeated fighters are Link and WarioWare. We got two very slow ones to start off the Eastern Conference matches. Where's my phone? Oh, it's right there. Of course, because I got the hockey game on down there. Oh, I should probably put the next two fighters down, shouldn't I? Waltz record. This one. So we're going to have the exact opposite situation in the next match. We got another close one on our hands here. Albeit there's not really a whole lot of offense being done. Oh! Lucas just barely gets Olimar with the PK Thunder. One of the great things about Olimar's Pokemon is that they will do damage slowly until Lucas shakes them off like that. They will also grab items for Olimar, which is cool. This is so frustrating. Looks like both fighters are going to be going 2-1 here. And another undefeated fighter is going to be suffering his first loss. But you never know. I mean, they aren't apart by a whole lot. Now they're apart by a lot. Gonna take this win. It is a lot closer now. This is so frustrating. This is so frustrating. That nobody's coming. Uh-oh. Oh! 8.3! Another close finish. Albeit a very dragged out finish, but still, a win's a win. That match went on for almost 6 minutes. Good lord. Lucas is now 3-0. And the final score, 8.3. Olimar is now 1-2. There we go.
Stamina battle.
All right, let's go ahead and get the next two up. We got Wolf, who is 1-1, taking on Mega Man, who is currently winless. This is only week 3, guys. We still got a long way to go in this season. But it'll be over before you know it. And the Red Sox lost again. Wonderful. Especially because they lost the end. That is just awful. Mega Man is still perfect. Mega Man is looking for his first win here. Wolf is currently 1-1, so he's got a 50-50 record. Come on, Mega Man. We all know you're better than this. Excuse me. And I'm pretty sure Mega Man is a top-tier fighter, if I'm not mistaken. Fox? Oh, Wolf. Oh no. I thought that was Fox for some reason. Who's gonna take this? It's been a long day. It's 9:15 at night here in Massachusetts, and I know exactly why I'm not getting any viewers right now. It's because some of my friends are streaming. I mean, it's perfectly okay. If Mega Man wins this, both fighters will be 1 and 2. Oh, I should probably write down the next 2 fighters, who are Captain Falcon and Villager. Who's gonna take it? Mega Man. He's in trouble. Wolf's in trouble here. Can we seriously not have another 5-minute match? I'm very tempted to just set a timer, but that would make it so that what am I trying to say here? If I set a timer, then that means it would not finish when one of the fighters gets 0, and that's kind of the goal of this whole thing. 94.5 for Mega Man.
Mega Man.
Now let's see how long that was. Almost 5 minutes. Jesus! What is it with these long matches? I don't think I can take much more. 94.5. So Mega Man gets a big first win. And Wolf falls to 1 and 2. No. Alright, now I just gotta...
Stamina battle.
Damn. Alright, let's get on to the next one. Captain Falcon, who is currently 0 and 2,
Falcon.
taking on Villager, who is 1 and 1. Alright, let's go.
Three, two, one, go.
What's Wii Fit Trainer's record? Still also 1 and 1. So the next one will be Pac-Man versus Wii Fit Trainer, and both of them are 1 and 1. Captain Falcon is currently in last place in the Southeast Division, and Villager is in 4th place in the Northeast Division. Still plenty of time left. Plenty of time for something to happen. $197.3.
Villager wins.
Villager takes the win. And Captain Falcon falls to 0 and 3. It's a good thing I ditched him as my main. And now Captain Falcon has the worst differential in the league, and it's no contest. I thought Falco was going to have the worst at the end of the day, but Captain Falcon's differential is below -600. That's crazy. All right, let's go back to the east, but first I gotta put the score down. Let's see if that causes the scroll to bind up. Because if that's the case, then I'll have to start erasing the scores at the beginning of the line. Next up, we got Pac-Man taking on the Wii Fit Trainer.
Wii Fit Trainer.
Alright, here we go.
Three, two, one, go!
Who are the next? We have two more 1-in-1 fighters going at it in the next one. We have two more 1-in-1 fighters to go with these two 1-in-1 fighters. Pac-Man is currently in 4th place in the Northeast, and Wii Fit Trainer is in 3rd place in the Southeast. Have we had any Mid-East fighters go at it? Well, we had Olimar, but we haven't had anybody else. These two fighters who are currently going at it are also 1-in-1. Oh, but it looks like we got a divisional match coming up between Ike and Pit. That should be a fun one. Because it's a divisional match, and those ones are always fun. Man, guys, if you really like drawn-out matches, you guys are sure in for a treat tonight. Because we've had quite a few of them in the Eastern Conference. Because for some reason, these guys in the Eastern Conference are the ones that like to draw out the matches. Come on, guys. End this battle, please. They've been streaming for 90 minutes, and I've spent at least half of it on these matches alone. This is stupid. So I guess while we're waiting, Lucas is the only fighter to go 3-0 so far, but there are 4 more winless fighters who haven't fought yet. Those fighters are Rob, Lucario, Sonic, and King K. Rool. And I just realized, not the next match, but the one after, we're going to have 2 of those undefeated fighters go at it. 141.1. We finally have a winner. Almar. No, wait. No, that's Pac-Man. Sorry. Pac-Man goes 2-1. And he gets himself a big win here. And Wii Fit Trainer falls to 1-2. Oh, wow. That actually, that differential was, the amount that she lost to there was almost the exact same as the amount she lost to in the last one. All right, let's get ready for the next battle as we have officially reached the halfway point in the Eastern Conference. And this next one is a big one because it's going to be a divisional match between 2 Mid-East fighters. We got Pitt taking on Ike. Alright, before we get started, I'm going to... Alright, let's go ahead and... There we go. Pretty sure Rob is 2-0. Yeah, he's 2-0. I just talked about these 2 earlier. And yes, I really do have to start erasing the top matches off the bill. I'm so tired. I think after this, I'm just going to spend the rest of the night watching hockey. I love playoff hockey. That's probably my favorite tournament to watch next to March Madness. And the fact that those 2 tournaments happen back to back, like, it's a match made in heaven. So as I said, this is a divisional matchup because both of these fighters are in the Mid-East division, and they are also both 1-1. So whoever wins this will take third place, I believe. Yes, I am right about that. Whoever wins this... Actually, no, because Jigglypuff is still 1-1. And she doesn't fight until the last battle of the night. Jigglypuff's battle is going to be the final one of the night. So whoever wins this will take second place, and whoever loses will fall into fourth place. Pit is already there. Possibly even fifth place, depending on the result. Okay, now it'll definitely be fourth place, because if it was a difference of... Actually, no, it wouldn't have made that much of a difference anyway. What am I thinking? They're both below 100 now. This is a lot closer. This is for second place in the Mid-East Division. Not that it really matters right now because we're still early in the season. But anything counts here. Uh-oh, Ike! Oh, we got a subscriber. Tiller the Pillar. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you so much for subscribing, Tiller the Pillar. Sorry, I had to lean in to read that because the text is so small. And Pitt's gonna take it, 41.9.
That
was easy.
And Pitt goes 2-1 and takes possession of second place in the Mid-East. For now, Jigglypuff still hasn't fought yet. Alright. And then Ike falls to 1 and 2. Let me just write the result down here.
Domino battle.
All right, on to the next one. We've got... we are down to the final 3 matches of the night. End of week 3. And we've got, for this next one, 2 undefeated fighters going at it. This should be another exciting match. King K. Rool versus Rob. And he's pointing right between his eyeballs. Both of these fighters are currently 2-0, and I'm pretty sure they are in first place in their respective divisions. Nope, I was completely wrong. They are in second place in both of their divisions. And it looks like we're going to have 2 more divisional matches to finish off the night here as... Actually, no. Sonic is not in that division. Wait a minute. Captain... Oh, yeah. Captain Falcon's 0-3. So that puts him at last in the Southeast. One of these fighters will be going 3-0 tonight, and the other one will be going 2-1. Who is it going to be? And also, whoever wins will secure first place, unless the fighter below them comes back. Whoever wins this will have a chance of securing first place in their division for the end of week 3. And after this match, we're going to have another divisional matchup. Versus Little Mac, who is 0-2. Looks like Rob is going to take this one almost single-handedly. Yes, sir. 128.8 for Rob, and he goes 3-0. He is the 4th fighter to go 3-0 tonight. Along with Lucas, WarioWare, and Link. He is the 4th fighter to go 3-0 tonight. And let me just do the stats here very quick. And along with that, Rob has the new highest differential in the league. King K. Rool is 2-1 as he suffers his first loss. All right. Who's next? Looks like we got another divisional match. We've got Lucario, who is undefeated at 2-0, taking on Little Mac, who is winless at 0-2. So for the final time tonight, we are going to have a winless fighter take on an undefeated fighter. And also, it's going to be our final divisional match of the night. But don't worry, because next week there's going to be divisional matches galore. Every single match in the Western Conference next week is going to be a divisional matchup. What was the final score of that? $128.8. So this is the second to last battle of the night and of week 3. And my phone just died. Great. It's been working long enough, so now I gotta plug it in. Eastern Conference battles. Oh man, that's... Oh man. The Flyers are, or not the Flyers, the Penguins are within 1 goal of tying the Flyers. So we could see at least one game go to overtime. We got another slow one on our hands here. Hope you're, I hope you like slow matches, guys. We've been streaming for almost 2 hours. And I checked the time before we swapped over to the East from the West. And it's been well over an hour. The Eastern Conference matches have taken a lot longer than the Western ones. Oh, looks like Little Mac's KO meter is full. But how much good will that do? None whatso frickin' ever. Little Mac down to his last legs here. .5 is the final score. Lucario takes a big win as he goes 3-0. He is the 5th fighter tonight to go 3-0, and probably the last. Actually, no. Sonic still has a chance. Lucario goes 3-0, and Little Mac falls to 0-3. That's the chair. Little Mac falls to 0-3. All right, so that makes 5 fighters who have gone 3-0 tonight. And that also means there are 3 fighters in the Eastern Conference that are currently winless. Little Mac is the last fighter to go 0-3. So that leaves 6 fighters in the entire league that have not won a match. 3 out of 36. And now, ladies and gentlemen, we are down, finally, we are down to the final match of the night. It's going to be between Jigglypuff, who is 1-1, taking on undefeated Sonic. Alright, let me just put the result down here.
3, 2, 1, go!
How fitting that we end with the Yoshi one. This is the final match of the night, guys. And Sonic has a chance to be the 6th fighter to go 3-0. We have had a lot of fighters tonight go either 2-1 or 1-2. Sonic is ahead by over 130 points. Sonic's got a huge lead right now, but how much longer is that going to last? Jigglypuff is now... Oh my god, what a shield there. 98.3. Jigglypuff is under 100. While Sonic still has well over 200. Why does Sonic keep doing his recovery move, even though he's on the ground? Why does he keep going for his up special? I did not teach him to do that. All these fighters, I taught these fighters by doing nothing, essentially. I just had them learn by fighting each other. That's essentially how it went. Jigglypuff is in big trouble here. That's all, folks. 230.9 for Sonic. And Sonic will be the last fighter to go 3-0. And that, my friends, is going to do it for week 2. Sonic goes 3-0, and Jigglypuff falls to 1-2. That, my friends, is going to do it for week 3. I hope you guys really enjoyed this stream. If you even showed up. I don't think anybody showed up. If you didn't get a chance to see the stream, you can always catch the VOD, which will be going up at some point tomorrow. And you know what else will be going up at some point, either tomorrow or the next day? I will be publishing a video detailing the end of week rankings for week 3. In that video, I will be doing the current standings. And I will let you know this right now, a lot has changed. A lot has changed between this week and the last one. Alright, so that's going to do it for me. That's going to do it for tonight's stream. Thank you to everyone who came. And if you want to follow along with the season without watching the... if you want to follow along the season in real time, then the official spreadsheet is in... it's in the description of all the streams and all the videos. Yeah, that's about it. You can also check out my Discord server and my main channel, Slicknick Gaming, if you want to see more content. Alright, that's going to do it, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. We'll see you guys next week for week 4 of the 2026 season.